Hello, friends and family. It's Leo Young here, and I have a special little topic to actually complain about involving the Flash. Now, this season of Flash ended a lot. Ended a lot weaker than Arrow. It was Legends of Tomorrow, Flash, and Arrow. That's how it looked, and the reason for that is Savitar, the main villain of the show. And here's my thing: the reason. I not even the reason. This is just an issue that made no absolute sense to me. That I kept rewatching and rewinding. Is his plan, Savitar's plan. Does anyone else think that was the most BS plan in the world? Think about his plan. He said he has two plans. He's plan A and plan B. Plan A was kill Iris. He was going to kill Iris so he could become Savitar. The plan was, if Iris dies, Barry is going to go and force himself to make more time remnants, which even then doesn't make sense because future Barry made time remnants to beat Savitar. So if past Barry didn't, see what I mean? See where it's starting to lose traction? If Savitar killed Iris from the past already, Barry would have absolutely no reason to make time remnants, thus making Savitar irrelevant. And see, that's what I mean. Like that, just saying it out loud, it hits you with that common sense. It's like, I guess there are some people who could be like, "Oh, you don't understand." Like, if Iris dies, then Savitar survives in the future, and it's like that doesn't make any sense. No matter what, even the future Flash doesn't exist anymore. Like, now that if Iris had died, let's just say if Iris had died, the Barry we know would be like, oh wow, well, I have to keep up with myself now. There's no reason for me to make a time remnant, which is going to feel useless and go and kill us all. See what? It's just not. It's not really doing it for me. The only thing I could ever imagine is oh, well, Iris was killed by Savitar. I guess I can go back a day and beat, Savitar. Because think about it, Savitar took Barry's memories, as they came. So if the tomorrow Barry ran back in time. But then again, I guess then that Savitar will be like, yo, I know that you're about to go back in time. I'm not going to let that happen. But if Wally did it and helped out, it's like I said in my little review of the season 3, a lot of this is based on what ifs. I think that's what I said. What ifs is the whole season could have been taken. Now, I might have trailed off because this is where I really got annoyed and his plan seemed very stupid to me. It's oh, I have two plans. If one fails, here's the other one. It's I'm going to kill Iris. Well, what if that doesn't? What if that fails? Oh, if I don't kill her, I'm just going to have Vibe open up a portal and send me through multiple points in time where I am God. I'm sorry, what? How does that connect to Iris? See what I mean? Imagine this is I have two plans. I'm either going to eat this baby, and if I don't get to eat this baby, I'm going to blow up the sun, absorb its energy, become God, and mutilate the planet Earth. And see what I mean? That's not connected. It's plan B for Savitar should have been plan A. And it's oh, if I don't, become God, I'll just go kill Iris. Done. It's that should have been it. Plan B should have been A. And oh my goodness, this is what I wanted to really get into, his death scene. The scene I'm showing you right now is a scene from season 1 where Barry took on Peekaboo, a metahuman who can teleport. Now the thing about it was she shot him from a distance and he was able to feel the bullet. He's ah, and he pulls the bullet off of him and shrugs it off. That should have happened to Savitar no matter what. See, the thing about a speedster is they hear and they feel. Everything they do is faster. So the moment Iris let off that shot, Savitar, Barry, Wally and Jay should have heard it. They should have seen the bullet. Savitar would have felt that bullet. His death and his plans made absolutely no sense. Again, I'm just going to rehash it. His plan was either kill Iris or become a god, which no. Killing Iris had nothing to do with becoming a god. Killing Iris had to do with, being alive. And becoming a god had to do with being alive. That's their connection. But it's like the level of the level of the impact of his plans were two completely different things. It's like, if I kill Iris, I affect Team Flash. If I become a god, I can rewrite Jeff Johns' run of everything. I can make Captain Cold a woman. Captain Cold. I don't know what she would be called. Captain Cold S. And then his death is just like, there have been multiple scenes where Barry's shot at, and he can not reverse. He can take it. A bullet killed Savitar. Barry's quote unquote most extreme villain killed Savitar. The Black Flash, aka Hunter Zolomon, died because time paradox. The Speed Force came and hunted him down. Reverse Flash, aka Eobard Thawne, or Professor Zoom, died because Hunter Zolomon, as the Black Flash, aka the idea of death for a speedster, killed him. They both died in epic ways. Savitar got shot in the back with a bullet. That's disrespectful. That's legitimately how Batman thinks he's going to die. He thinks one day some punk is going to get lucky and get a good shot in and kill him. He doesn't think he's going to die in some glorious battle. He's just going to die. For the Flash, that was just worthless. How CW treated Savitar in his lore, they could have introduced Max Mercury, a much better storyline than this, a much better plan. Like if Plan B was the whole thing for for this season, I would have been like, okay, yeah, I can get behind that. They'd have to rewrite some crap though. Is like, why haven't you hunted Cisco down from the beginning? Oh, I just needed them to find Tina McGee, not Tina McGee. I just needed, oh wow, I still don't know her name. But you see what I mean? Savitar's plan, his death, everything about him from this season kind of fell short. And it was a letdown. I liked him in the beginning. I liked this whole actual god of speed thing. I personally thought he was going to be involved with the Dominators, which would have been a much better story, but I guess they just wanted to have that romance thing that CW has. Is like, oh, you know what Iris said? Iris was like, oh, all this time you said you were going to save me, but it turns out I was going to save you. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I ain't got no time for you, Iris. I don't want you. I want a Barry Allen and Wally West bromance. I want uncle and nephew, not brother and stepbrother. But whatever. I think I've done enough of this. Like, what would you call this? A rant? This insightful rant on the BS of Savitar. Anyways, I hope you did enjoy. My name is Leo Young. Please comment, like, and maybe subscribe. That last part is up to you. If you like my comments, if you like my content, just leave a like. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.